Christy. Today I want to talk to you about learning from unexpected people. So as I continue on this series about looking at the positives in life, I came up with an area that I have talked about before. And I think, though, that it's something easy to overlook. It's all about learning from those around us, including our loved ones with special needs. Now, when I was growing up, my dad used to tell me that if I was smart, I would learn from other people's mistakes. And I'm trying to instill that same lesson in my boys. Smart people watch other people and learn from the choices they make, good and bad. It's a simple lesson that I think we'd all agree with. And yet, it's hard to actually put this into practice. It takes time, effort, and discipline to remember to look to other people's lives to learn from the choices they make. And it takes even more time, effort, and discipline to then apply those lessons to our own lives and implement them. But when we do, I think the outcomes speak for themselves. We avoid pain and heartache. We reach greater heights than we ever thought possible, all from watching and learning from the choices that others make. Now, I suspect that most people tend to overlook our loved ones with special needs as an example of a place to learn lessons from. But I'd say that's to their detriment. Individuals with special needs are amazing people. They can absolutely teach us so many valuable lessons if we're willing to get to know them and learn from them. I know, I'm preaching to the choir here. I'm fairly certain that your loved one has taught you incredible lessons over the years. But, like many other things in life, I think we sometimes forget about these lessons. Or they become such a part of us that we just forget about them. If we'll take a few minutes occasionally to stop and think about all that we have and can learn from our loved one, we'll remember all over again just how blessed we are. Now, I know I've mentioned that I've learned lessons from AJ before. I know that some of them have become such a part of me that I don't even think about them anymore. And then something will happen, and I'll remember the lesson all over again. Probably one of the biggest lessons I've learned is AJ's simple but complete enjoyment of life. It's most easily seen when he watches videos on YouTube. Now, he'll be watching quietly, and he'll have his headphones on, and then suddenly he'll burst out with his loud laugh. And a lot of times, it's like a full-on belly laugh. He's fully engaged in the video, and he isn't afraid to comment, rather loudly because of those headphones, about how funny what he just watched is. Mom, that's so funny, huh? Well, AJ, I don't know because I wasn't watching and I can't hear anything. You got headphones on and there's no speakers on your computer. But I can't help but smile and enjoy the moment because of his enthusiasm. Okay, in all honesty, it does get really old really fast because this happens many times every single day. And it usually means that we have to stop watching whatever we're watching on TV, which is like 2 feet away from him, because he's so loud that we can't follow what we're watching. That part gets annoying and even kind of irritating sometimes. But of course, it's also completely entertaining to watch him watch a video that he's seen before and then get to a really funny part and then rewind it to watch that same funny part over and over and over and over again, laughing harder and harder every time he watches it. And then there are his many different laughs. They make you laugh just listening to him switch between them. Now, there's his laugh of enjoyment. There's his laugh in finding something particularly hilarious. And then there's what we call his maniacal laugh. It's kind of hard to explain, but you almost can't help laughing yourself when he laughs this way. Now, as I stated at the beginning of the post, I've learned so many lessons from AJ, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. Here's a few that come to mind quickly. Take these opportunities to engage with him, to get to know him and have him explain what was so funny about those videos or whatever it is that has him laughing so uproariously. Also, pause to remember to just enjoy life. All the simple little nuances, the laughter of someone doing something funny or something stupid in a video, watching the cats be silly, whatever. Just enjoy the moment. Don't be afraid to let out a good belly laugh whenever you find something really funny. Enjoy whatever you're doing and fully engage in it. Embrace it with everything you've got. Look for joy in the simple things and then enjoy them to their fullest. And finally, be grateful for every single accomplishment and lesson that AJ learns because it's a big deal. Now, I think you get the idea. I'm sure that you can come up with other alternatives and specifics that come from your life. Again, this list isn't exhaustive. Rather, it's a quick list of things that come to mind when I think about the lessons that I've learned from AJ. I hope this post has started you thinking about the positives your loved one has brought to your life. Yes, life with special needs is hard at times. There are more challenges than many other families face. But the joys and rewards are often just a little bit sweeter as well. By continuing to focus on the positives, I find it much easier to say that I wouldn't trade my life for anything. Learning from AJ is a huge part of that, and I'm grateful. What about you? All of that brings me to my question for this week. What lessons have you learned from your loved one? I'd love to hear about it. You can leave me a comment below, or you can leave me a comment over on the blog. That's at www.havenofhopeforme.com. This originally posted in August of 2020. As always, I'd appreciate it if you'd share this with anybody you think would find it helpful. I'd love to help as many families as I can. I have a couple of cheat sheets over on the website. These cheat sheets help give you an overview of 2 of the series that I've done. All it'll cost you is an email address, and signing up will let you know about all newly released content as soon as it's available. I'm grateful for the lessons that AJ continues to teach me so that I can continue to say that life is good and there is never a dull moment.